Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Fay at Five. I'm LaTangela Fay, your hostess, and you know it always does my heart well to have those in the hot seat and on the tan line that's doing some wonderful things across the capital city, across the state, and making the world we live in a better place. Now, today I have none other than the Mrs. Ollendike on the tan line. We're getting a lot of information across because you have been such a visionary and so responsible with your platform with Basket of Hope. How are you?
Good morning. I am doing well, thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Same to you. Listen, this year it just came and blinked, and I mean, dear 2022, are we here already?
We're ready for 2022. We are so ready.
I know it because 2021 was definitely a learning curve, and we survived with flying colors. And here we are, excited to get to the next phase.
Yes, I think it was the baby steps, right? We're just
Right.
ready to run now in 2022.
Absolutely. Now, as the executive director of Basket of Hope, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Well, thanks for having me on, LaTangela. Basket of Hope really was an idea and a vision that I had birthed out of a prayer when I was in the hospital with my own daughter, and I ended up trying to start my own nonprofit with the vision that I had, but life has it wasn't going to be, and that's okay because I think that was not part of the plan.
Right.
I'm a speech pathologist by training. Left that career to lead my this nonprofit here in Louisiana. So actually, Basket of Hope is a Louisiana chapter of a organization that's based out of St. Louis, and we raise all of our own funds and serve our own community. So it's sort of like a franchise of a nonprofit. So, you know, we're one brand and there are chapters across the country, and we serve our community. And what we do, our mission is simply to bring the hope from Jesus to children who are in the hospital. It is a very family focused nonprofit to nourish the family, the entire family. And we do that through personal visits. We go into the hospitals, and depending on how the hospital operates, we either have an event in an event hall and the patients come to us, or we go room to room, depending on how the hospital is set up.
Yeah.
And we visit the patients and the families, and we gift them these amazing baskets, which are just, we'll talk about all the good things that are in them. But so it's a personal visit and a delivery of Basket of Hope, and that essentially is what we do. So we serve children who are hospitalized,
Right.
seriously ill, battling all kinds of things. Every child in the hospital receives one of our baskets.
No, that's a blessing. And you know, it wasn't a part of the vision to have your own nonprofit because God said, wait a second, I have something greater in this season for you. There is someone there that had already had that prayer that you were praying, someone that was there saying there is light on the other end of the tunnel, someone there that was saying we are here with you in your time of need. So that way we can gather our thoughts, our resources, our prayers, and collectively move as a unit. You know, sometimes we want to help and we want to do things by ourselves because when God gives us something, we just want to go, 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 go. And this pandemic has taught us to sit still, slow down, listen inside of all of the chaos for the silence, right?
So true.
This is so personal to you because you said that it's something that's dear to your heart, right?
Yeah.
With that, how did the Basket of Hope, the chapter itself, help you during that time?
Well, I have a daughter with significant disability. She has a very rare genetic syndrome and has been very fragile and needing health care throughout her life. She's actually now 27, but she's like a toddler, and she's nonverbal. And so she has a lot of medical problems, and we spent a lot of time in the hospital. So over the life of becoming a hospital mama, you learn what gets you through those difficult times. And so it was like I said, it was when I was in the hospital. I was really praying for the other families, and God just really put it on my heart. And you know, I said, Lord, who's nourishing these children? He's like, I want you to. And I was like, oh no, 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 I can't.
I just caught a chill when you said that. Like, simple.
How many of us, right? How many of us in this world today, and even the listeners right now, where God is nudging you or really like whispering something to your heart and you feel it is way bigger than you? Well, that, you know, it's God. Because I was working full time in the St. Tammany school system here in Covington, as a speech pathologist doing assistive technology, working with the most severe and challenging disabled children. And, my life has always been around special needs. So caring for these moms, these dads, these families, and these children has just always been part of who I was created to be, and my career, my profession. So having that background and having worked in hospitals and private settings, I was equipped. I didn't know I was equipped, but he had equipped me, and through my daughter's journey had equipped me of being on both sides of the fence, of healthcare professional as well as, a caregiver. And, but yes, I really tried to say, no can do, no can do.
Right. Let me find another route. We can make something happen, but God, I'm not quite sure if this is it. Yeah.
And I was living not really near a children's hospital at the time. And so it just seemed so overwhelming. But I really took it to heart, and I really didn't want to let it go. So I tried to do my own thing, and I had this vision for baskets. It's really funny, but the Lord does share with us that he can give us beyond what we can imagine or expect. And truly, it's like the whole Ephesians 3:20. By the time I ended up finding, I failed, I couldn't do it. Then I found the Basket of Hope chapter in St. Louis, and I reached out to them because they had a little window pop up on their website, and it said, hey, you can start your own chapter. And I'm like, really? Yeah. Well, why do we create the wheel? And it has been wonderful because, they had been doing Basket of Hope for many years and had gained a lot of involvement with the NFL, and Tony Dungy, Coach Dungy's our national spokesperson,
He's amazing.
Oh my gosh, so many amazing people visit the children, which is really the fun of it all, because it's not about us little volunteer people. We really want to get these kids some amazing experiences to take their mind off of where they are, and to bring some joy into their lives that they would not otherwise have sitting in that bed in the hospital. So,
for God to nudge you and say, I want you to do it. And then for that window saying you could become a member or a leader of your own chapter, how much more confirmation does one need? And here we are today as the executive director of Basket of Hope, Louisiana chapter. I know that there are a lot of children, a lot of family that depend on the services that you all provide. What have been some of the biggest hurdles for you and your organization to face to keep going, especially during the pandemic and a rephase of the entire world?
Yeah, so COVID, no doubt, was quite challenging. But as most nonprofits have done, the word is pivot. Okay, how can we continue to serve and reach and support the families, and even the hospital staff, because we have a heart for them as well.
Yes.
So, their role is so valuable. Everybody has a role. And so really what we did is we came up with other ideas to serve. One was we created nourishment baskets, and we took our big truck around to all the different hospitals, and we did basket drops. And we put the different nourishment baskets in the hospital staff, break rooms and nurses stations, and then made them for each of the parents, for the families in the hospital. We couldn't, of course, give food to the children, but, we wanted to be able to support. So we did healthy things, healthy snacks and healthy drinks and whatnot. And so we did that. So we still had volunteer projects.
Pivots.
We definitely had to pivot. And, we continued to have smaller events with masks and all the precautions for COVID to pack, we call them basket packing parties, we on a small scale. And we just, we did what we could. And then we've continued to just do basket drops with our baskets. I don't know if you can see some of them behind me.
I was just eyeballing some of those baskets like, oh, I love it. I see we have some Connect 4 games. We have some colors, some art, some crafts, some of these mugs, the things that we all love. And think about someone who you don't even know. They have no idea of what you're going through. They only have an idea, but they have a heart to help. And this random act of kindness can turn someone's day around because there's an earth angel who cares enough, and that goes with every volunteer, every donor, and even down from the leaders who say, we are here, we understand, we see you. Teaming up with the right organizations, with the right sponsors, with those who have a heart that's aligned for and with your mission. How important is that?
Oh, wow. Well, a nonprofit belongs to the public, right?
Yeah.
It is It
It's
is
supposed to.
well, that is the public's funds. We are to steward very carefully and respectfully those funds to direct the mission work. We want to be out in the field, right? And we take that to heart. So we cannot do any of this because this is the people's work right here. So without people who care about the mission, who want to like sponsor a basket or sponsor a whole hospital visit or host something or fundraise or whatever, and the volunteers who put all this together, I mean, Basket of Hope would not exist. So it is truly, this belongs to the people, and it's, you know, just my honor to steward it and keep the mission going.
It's definitely a blessing to have hearts like yours. And of course, you champion this so well, and you have others that say, I see her light and I want to help this mission shine as well. So if someone wanted to reach out today and say, you know, I really want to volunteer, I would like to sponsor, I'd like to donate, or at least learn more because my family is going through this as well. How do we contact and get more information on Basket of Hope, the Louisiana chapter?
Okay, we would love for anyone to reach out because we love to build relationship with people. We want to hear their story, and we want people to refer children in their circle of life, you know, who may desire to receive some hope. So you can reach us through our website, which is basketofhope.org, and then /LA, which is our Louisiana branch page. We have our one page. So my contact information is on that website. You can email me. That information's on the website, Ollendike at basketofhope.org, or you can call me. I am open to any form of communication, but the website gives all of that. Yeah, thanks.
You know, and one thing I have to give you credit for, every time I see you, you are smiling, you are excited, and you are amped to get this done. And I know that we have so many families that are impacted by the great work that you and your organization are doing on a day-to-day basis. And I just applaud you for your effort and for being such a vessel for doing God's work, you know, and we need more of you out and about doing the mission and seeing it through. This is an extension of your office. So whenever you have something going on, jump on the tan line, we'll make it happen. We'll call who we need to call. We'll show up where we need to be. It's a field trip, you know, so let's make it happen.
We are excited. So, you know, we serve the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. We began serving that hospital in 2017, right after the flood. We wanted to reach out to the families because, oh my gosh, we had not served that hospital prior to. We've been serving in New Orleans. And so, you know, now we're in our 12th year. But we've served that hospital. We love the community of Baton Rouge, as New Orleans, but I find, I don't know, just the Baton Rouge community is just really, it's sweet. There's been a lot of great relationships that we've made. And we're excited to host some packing events at the Renaissance Hotel, which is a dear supporter of
Absolutely.
It has a great location, as you all know. And, you know, we love to partner with Dudley DeBosier and their team of people because they've been so good to all of us nonprofits with the Leadership Academy. And so we're looking forward to setting these things up in 2022 because, you know, come February, we're going to need a lot of baskets. So we hope that people will support us and we can make this happen and bring these baskets and visit these children.
That's it. We're putting on our thinking caps. Thank you so much for your time today. And I expect to see you back soon. This is your first trip to the Madhouse, but it will not be your last.
Oh,
right?
We're so honored. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Anytime. So listen, I want you to hold tight, chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Thank you. Love you back big time. Be a hope giver, right? That's what we want people to know.
Absolutely. Be a hope giver.
Be a hope giver.
Yeah.